So, there's a little saying: play sheeple games, win sheeple prizes. I just got a dream this morning. No, this afternoon. I went to sleep because I've been sick the last few days. I believe I got COVID because I didn't get tested, but I got the dream that I think is trying to tell me it was COVID. I'll tell you about the dream real quick. And I'll have to tell you about the car accident thing too. Remember I had 2 dreams? Same night, 2 dreams, 2 separate car accidents. No, Ian. No. Get that out of there. That's yucky. Can't drink. You can't do that with that straw. So the dream, it starts off like we're in some place, and it looks like a Chinese man, and he's like crapping this gross crap, and it's like, oh my God, get away, get away from him. And it was almost like, were we in a pool or water, and like it was because it kind of felt like it was like some kind of little water park or water, It's like, oh my God, like it's not normal looking. It's almost like he was sick, And then we're like winding through these different areas of this building or whatever this was, and there's like these cool little places to stop and hang out, and like groups of people and families are hanging out at one spot and then another spot. And he turned the hose off now that he's done playing with it. It's amazing what you could have pools and all kinds of stuff, right? And then you give a kid a cardboard box or something, they'll be busy for hours, or in this case, a simple water hose, right? And so it's like all these cool compartments and all this stuff, and like it was really neat, And then I woke up, and I first thought was like, man, that'd be a cool thing to design and make. That's kind of neat. And but then I realized, I go, no, I think they're showing you the cruise ship, because all the stuff on the cruise ship you were kind of experiencing in this thing all the way up. And I was like, oh yeah. And then the Chinese guy that had to, diseased poop or whatever. And I'm like, I get it. I see what's happening. So play sheeple games, win sheeple prizes. Hey, let's go on a cruise. Now, not in a million years would that be my idea. Leave it to my wife. Let's go on a family cruise. Yeah, let's pack ourselves on a giant ship with thousands of people, many who are probably vaccinated and spewing crap everywhere. What are those cells, those spike deals, whatever? Yeah, let's go do that. This is But it is good family, good thing to go have fun with your family. It's been a really long time since I went on a cruise. Last time I went on a cruise, I sat down in the damn bedroom most of the time. This time, not so bad. Now that I've got my pilot certificate and stuff, you fly, things that would make you dizzy don't quite make you as dizzy, like, so you can kind of handle some things a little bit better. So I was able to handle this whole time. I didn't get sick, shockingly, even on the last day. And so it's the last day, and maybe I should just quickly go into the before I forget the car accident thing. I did a video a while back, not long ago. I said, hey, I got these 2 dreams. I've gotten in a car accident, and both I think they were my fault. I got T-boned on the last one, I remember that. And then I mentioned to you, I almost got smacked from behind waiting at the crosswalk thing. And so when I got back from the trip, the cruise, I had to catch a plane out to Utah. Some friends needed me out there for a minute. And some interesting stuff I can't really talk about in Utah. Some cool stuff, though. And it was like Monday. I go, okay, I'll be back on Monday. Tuesday, I'll book a flight, So I'm not playing around. I want nonstop flight. You know, I don't stupid layover. So the only one available is really early, and so I gotta book something from like get up at 5 a.m. or something. So it's still dark out. So I call it Uber. You know, I schedule an Uber for the day before, and so. All those damn noises. It's got to be Ian. His underwear might be wet from the hose. Is that door closed? Close the door. So we're driving to the airport. It's dark. We get basically to Tampa International, you know, airport, and we're entering the part that's like, you know, red thing this way, blue thing that way, you know, short-term parking this way, and I'm just sitting in the back seat. I'm talking to the guy for a minute, and I just instantly see these headlights coming out of one of the turns that would have been short-term parking or, you know, red line, whatever. And I just immediately know someone's going the wrong effing way. And there's no 2 lanes here ever. It's all 3 or 4 lanes, but they're all one way. You know, and then you loop around the airport and they exit the other way. So there's no like oncoming traffic, left lane, right lane, like you're going to whiz by people. No. And I see these headlights. And I mean, again, I'm shocked at how fast I just caught this. Just like when I was about to get hit by the truck, it's like, look up, look in the rear view. And I stomped on that pedal and got out of there before we got hit. So this guy, you know, I'm like, look, watch out, look at the lights, watch that, watch the guy, watch this guy. And we're in the lane that this guy's coming out of. So my guy gets over a lane, which he needed to anyways, actually, but he gets over a lane. And then this guy's coming out, is flashing his lights at us like, hey, you guys are going the wrong way. Head-on collision. Last one would have been, you know, whiplash shitty from behind. Of course, this could have too with the head-on. But usually whiplash, you know, it's like that and then that, but whatever. So make it to the airport. But I just started feeling sick on that Monday back ride from the ship. Not seasick. It was like, my throat feels a little... And it stayed that way for a week. And I stopped back in New Mexico for just a short couple days. I had a couple things I needed to do there, and then got home. And so we're talking, what was it? This Monday, or maybe Sunday night, I guess you could say, I was feeling like, you know, this little cold was no big deal. Just a little cough here and there, you know, it's like, oh, it's nothing. I'll wait for it to go, you know, it's going to go away. It's been a week. And then it just, you know, it's like a ton of bricks hit me. And it was like, oh my God, worst night ever. Oh my God. And then, you know, that next day, sitting there, like, I felt like someone punched me in my upper right back. I'm going, I don't even think there's an organ up there. I think it's much just like a muscle. You know, it was kind of high up. And it just was like, you can't try to lay in bed or lean over. It's like, it hurts. So I took some ibuprofen. Man, that helped. God, that helped. And I had to do that twice. And it was kind of, okay, I got it. And then, you know, second day was bad. Last night would have been kind of the third day, I guess you could say. We're going on the third day of bad crap. And, you know, of course, head completely stopped up. I never really got a bad sore throat out of this. You know, but it was just like, the body aches and all this stuff. And I'm going, damn it, I wonder if I got effing COVID. Well, did you play sheeple games? Yes, I did. Then you win sheeple prize. Won the sheeple prize. The good news is the cruise ship has been checked off the list. And when JSNP 4 checks off something like that off the list, it will be so long before it comes back on that list, it may never come back on the list. It's one of those things. Everything on that effing cruise ship is available right here in sunny Florida. The restaurants weren't incredible. They weren't. We have some pretty incredible restaurants here. The pools, big deal. I've got a freaking pool at my house. Jacuzzi in the pool, no problem. Got that covered. Heated pool, as a matter of fact. So if the temperature, set that sucker to 92, call it a day. Lovely. And I'm not sharing it, trying to find a bench, a seat, lounge chair that's got someone's towel on it that hasn't been there for hours, but they're claiming it. It's my chair. Can't sit here. Can't sit here. Seat's taken. Okay, fine. Why do we subject ourselves to such sheeple activities? It's like the theme parks. We're going to go stand in line for hours. Here's your 2-minute ride. Have fun. Oh, F you. Ride broke down. You slave jabroni. Ride broke down. We don't know how long it's going to take to fix it. You can wait. Or come back later. Oh, okay. Let's go to another ride. Well, guess what? Everyone else on that ride is not going to wait either. Some might. They're going to go find something else to ride. Play sheeple games. Win sheeple prizes. Steven, I think I need a song. Play sheeple games. You take it or you leave it. The things that they say just don't make it right. If I promised you COVID tonight, would you believe it? Game sheeple play. In the middle of the night. I mean, it was cool because we had friends and family, on the boat, and it's a good time hanging out with friends and family, just enjoying yourself. We don't do that too often, like a big gathering of people. So it was nice in that respect. But again, it's like this big giant boat. There's thousands of people. Again, many are probably vaccinated and all this stuff. And you got all the employees from other countries. Of course, you see all these people work on the ship. It is just a disease fest. I mean, how many news stories have we already heard? Oh, Carnival Cruise came in and the whole ship is sick. And we still booked a cruise. And by we, I mean my wife. And if I didn't go, I wouldn't have been sick. With probably COVID. I think I got COVID. I got the dream today. Hey, look at this. Chinese man with, diseased poop. And you're going up and having a great time and all these groups of people enjoying different things inside this thing you're going up. Oh, it's the cruise ship. Oh, diseased poop. What does that mean? It's not just a sickness, is what I think they're showing me. You got the jabroni virus. So you have to ask yourself, to what extent do you want to continue your sheeple activities? Well, my wife wanted it pretty bad. And now she's sick. Same time as I'm sick. Her mom got real sick. Surprisingly, quite a few people in our party didn't get sick. But that's just how COVID goes, isn't it? Someone sleeping right next to you all night, never caught it. You're sick as a dog for a week. Never passed it to anyone else. So, that's the moral of the story. Participate in sheeple activities, win sheeple prizes. And I've got my trophy. I've got my participation trophy for sure. So is my wife. Evelyn, how you like your participation trophy in sheeple activity? Play sheeple games, win sheeple prizes. That's the title of this video. Like going on a cruise ship with thousands of people with COVID and vaccinated. Yeah, no, it was a family trip, but I know. However, we probably got COVID because I got a dream when I took a nap this afternoon. Yeah, and I had a dream this afternoon when I fell asleep. Of course, if you have to fall asleep to have a dream. And they showed me a Chinese man. Like we were in water, like hanging out, a bunch of people, just random people and stuff. And this Chinese man starts shitting all over the place. It's like diseased, nasty poop. We're all running away from him. And then they show me like going up and like to this multi-layered building or something, and it had a bunch of cool activities and fun stuff for families and kids, and like it was really neat. And I was like, wow, this would be a cool thing to construct, actually. But I woke up and then I realized, yeah, those are all the things you could do on the cruise ship. And this diseased Chinese man with, diseased poop or whatever in the dream. They're letting me know what you got. Oh, you got COVID.
Yeah, well,
have a nice day.
Yeah, and some of us got some instead, so I think maybe like a server or, something probably.
Right, you got all these people, foreigners everywhere. Play sheeple games.
It's easily contagious.
Yeah.
Because I've been around everybody.
Again, play sheeple games and win sheeple prizes. We both won a trophy on that. And your mom did too. And Nicole, but she didn't get it nearly as bad, but she's young. They say the younger people don't typically get it as bad anyways. But it's finally coming down. Like I said, third day, it's kind of like, okay, I got some decent rest last night. This night will probably be even better. Not to say it's great. And final thing we'll talk about is the emergency broadcast system going off at 4:45. I think that's the key, 45. Nope, it wasn't an accident. Nope, I heard on the radio today on the car, they said, oh, that was 4:45 a.m. It was no accident, and they plan on doing more in the coming months at the same time, 4:45 a.m. Yeah, so our phone goes off at 4:45, And I thought it was an Amber Alert. I'm like, don't you turn that dumb thing off. Like, you can go on your phone and turn it off. Well, it's not an Amber Alert. It's the emergency broadcast system. I don't know if you can turn that one off. So, anyways, 4:45. President 45. Biden's gonna lose to 45. Kind of. 4:45. The emergency broadcast system going off at a weird time for the first time ever. Within the time frame of the 1/10 thing that Trump posted, Entheos posted, this whole 1/10 thing, which again, not real sure what it means, but Entheos says, oh, busy, 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 gotta go. So something's gonna happen with that. Look at that. See that blue sky? The bluest skies in Texas are haunting me tonight. We got some pretty blue skies out here in Florida. Please come to Florida, honey. Yeah, so I've been sick for a little bit here. Went to New Mexico for a few days, went on a little hike, scratched my face, slipped and fell, scratched my leg up, scratched my face up, some rocks, some little tailings rocks kind of a thing. Gave out from under me. Figured while I'm there, I might as well go do something real quick. Took the drone out. But yeah, just we're within the time frame. Entheos posts about gas. He's reposted that again. And I did say he and she and all that, but he private messaged me. And he said something like, "Oh, it's more or less an inside joke." He goes, "But there is a fifth person on the team. You know, the hand that he has for the Entheos, and it's was it the thumb or the pinky? I forget. I'll have to go read his post, but I think it's the thumb or something is the female." And but he goes, you don't need to make a video like, you know, correcting yourself and, you know, just whatever. But he said, yes, marker has been hit. Like I said the other day when Trump said that, "Oh, take 1/10 of the money from Ukraine." Okay, and now Trump is releasing his second batch of NFTs. And I saw Tory writes, comms drop, basically. And she has talked in depth about, what's it called? Pictography, where you hide data inside of an image, such as a message, in such a way, and you can encrypt it too, that you would never know it unless you could decrypt the picture, basically, with the right key. So there'll be a message communications in a picture, and you can download it and then unencrypt it. So when she said comms drop or whatever, NFTs, huh? I'm guessing there's some information in there. So we'll see. But April showers bring May flowers. Let's see what happens. And again, I'm still waiting on this crypto drop. And Theo said 1-to-1. Get ready to hear that on the news networks. Parity. 1-to-1 means parity. Parity means 1-to-1. And he's referring to the Chinese dollar, yuan, and the US dollar, because he put an image up. Entheos. And it's currently 5-to-1. 5 Chinese dollars to 1 US dollar. If it goes to parity, what do you think is happening to the US dollar? It's dumping. And if it's dumping, I just got a little download like, oh, you need to say this. If it's dumping, then what do you think all markets are going to do too? Stock market, housing market, just everything there's a market for. What do you think is going to happen? I'm expecting a big dump. And then all of a sudden, oh, Chinese invaded Taiwan. No. They're gearing up for that too. We got the warships heading over there right now. So, and I will remind you, I did have a dream a while ago that I was like, I think I was on a U.S. warship, and it was like being attacked and like bombed from up top, like by planes and stuff, or jets or whatever. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure this was like a U.S., like a Navy ship. So, remember, I got the dream. Someone just photobombed me, bro. Someone just video bombed me. Somebody just video bombed me walking by. I just saw a head go by.
I think I should walk in front of you.
So, my download I just got was this. Dick Allgeier was tasked with his team, crypto viewing, the death of the dollar, remote view it. They remote viewed it. That's when he came up with this crazy drawing of Congress members removed from power, hunched over the rails of Congress, the halls of the Capitol building, disbelief, can't fathom it, some of them sick to their stomachs, transfer of power, adjourning for the last time. He was like, what the hell, what does this have to do with the death of the dollar? Oh my God, what did I see? I'll tell you what it has to do with. I think that's why I just got this little download. That event is going to be happening when you see the death of the dollar occurring. And if Entheos is talking 5-to-1 going to 1-to-1 with the Chinese yuan to our dollar, that's the death of the dollar taking place live and in effect. Therefore, I will be expecting that drawing Dick Allgaier did to come true while this is happening. Doesn't mean on day one. Oh my gosh. Just when that event starts happening somewhere as it moves along. Could be soon after. Because you wouldn't think it's going to go too awfully long. But, again, what's long? 6 months? A year? You know. Who knows? But, 2 months? I got this little, mention that. And I'm going, oh, I know why. Because that's the timer. That's the marker. The death of the dollar is the marker. Think of it as a temporal marker in Cliff High's terms for the plucking out of Congress. And I still think there's something going on with this Brunson Brothers stuff. And I've heard that they're now going to sue the 3 liberal justices as it relates to their initial lawsuit. Like, I think those were the blockers of their petition initially to get their case heard at the Supreme Court. So there was a little update on that recently. So, again, that's the kind of thing that has to happen to make Dick Allgaier's vision come true. So, and again, they're not completely out. They still got a case in federal court. And this case against the Supreme Court justices, the 3 of them, they will be heard in a lower court. And the lower court has jurisdiction, which could potentially remove these 3. So again, it's just an interesting case. And again, these are trumpet players, the last trumpet, all this stuff. This is biblical. And when they say nothing can stop what is coming, I believe it wholeheartedly. Again, I literally saw a video the other day of Biden scratching his neck. And the amount of skin movement, or whatever the hell I was watching, whoever that was, if it wasn't him, was like, it didn't even look real to me that someone's skin could move that much. So are you being fed little pieces by Team Good Guy? Team Good Guy. To give you just enough to go, okay, trust the plan. I see these little breadcrumbs. Thank you. They give you just enough breadcrumbs, just enough to let you know, if you're paying attention, okay, they're still in charge. They're still in control. Things are happening. Again, Trump's NFT batch number 2, that's taking place. This weird thing last night, emergency broadcast, 4:45 in the effing morning. That's my time. What time did yours go off if you're in the, California? You're 3 hours behind me. Does that mean yours went off at, 1 a.m. or whatever, 1:45? So, yeah, just been a little sick here lately, so I haven't done too many videos anyways. Been busy, had to go do that flight to Utah and stop in New Mexico on the way back, and yeah, just a quick set of stuff I had to get done quickly and get back. Scratch my beautiful, gorgeous left side of my face. Left side slow motion. So keep your eyes and ears open and cleaned. And let's see how this goes, because we only got a couple weeks left of April. Woo-woo, dude. April showers bring May flowers. And Tori even said it one time recently. Kind of recently. Hashtag April showers. That's all she said. Wonder what it means. Can't wait to find out. Take it easy.